We are lack of time, and also so we are not moving smoothly. Okay, so what I can do is from tomorrow onwards. So do you have that time?
Actually, I'm having another project also, sir.
I'm just
Yeah.
restarting the recording. Okay. So here in the last time, I think we had a discussion. So on 27th, I think 27th or 28th, I don't know. I didn't remember that. Okay, so we discussed these setups, and okay. So now let me go to the payment related setups. So we created one stand invoice, and let me go to the payment related setups. And once we do the payment, so here as we discussed earlier, so we will complete all the setups. We have around 100 setups. Out of 100 setups, as a mandated setups, we are going to discuss 60 setups, and remaining 40 setups are the option setups, and we will discuss that one as well. So whenever we discuss the 60 and 40 setups, it is not included transaction part. I'm just saying the setups only. So then it will the transaction part is also included. So transaction part means like we discussed in the journals, and like we discussed the invoice, and in the invoice also we have the different types of invoices. Okay, in the same way we will discuss so the transaction part as well. And after that, I will explain you the implementation process and support. So how the implementation process and support will be. Okay. So let me go to the payment administrator. We need to create bank account. Then I can do the payment. Okay. After that, we'll go for the period closing because we will have some kind of journals. So we already have the invoice journals, and we will go for the period closing. So these four things let us discuss today. And the payment administrator, because so payment without that here in the payment administrator we will define the check and everything. Okay, so without that we can't do the payment. Okay, so let me go to the application now. So Mozilla, and our thing is ours is Proton. I think Proton welcome. So here Proton AP funds available. So I told right. I'm giving a training for one more guy who is in Canada. So he is a CA guy. So he completed CA, and he worked for some time in. So okay, let me go to the application, and here the setup is payment administrator. So setup payment and payment administrator. Click on the payment administrator. So one web page will be displayed. And here you need to go to payment process profile, payment process profiles, and go to task. Click on go to task here. Just click on that. Okay, it will go to some other. And here, if it is already there, you can query that one. Otherwise, you can just click. You can create your own. Okay, just a minute, please. Just click on create. And here I am going to create a proton. payment process profile. I can say PPP, and here we can go for standard check format. Payment instruction here you can go for the standard check format. Click on go and standard check format. And the processing is I can go for printed. So most of the transactions are printed only. The check is a kind of a printed format. So then default payment document. So that's we don't need that one. Okay. So then you can go to the usage rules. So here the usage rules. So you can take payment methods, internal banks. You can go for all. So you can go for all, and so then click on apply. So then the payment process profile is created. So we will use this payment process profile. So whenever you are doing payment, okay. So now let me go to the bank. So bank is very critical in R12 because if you are working for 11i kind of thing, so there you can create bank directly. You can go to the application and it's a kind of a form based. Here it is a web based in R12 and just click on that web form and you can create a bank branch and you can give the bank, you can create the bank account and you can provide the account details, all these things. But in R12 it's not like that. It's a web based only and web pages, and they had provided much more security. So you can't create directly the bank setups, and you need to get system admin. So you need to get that user management access. So if you have the user management access, so you need to assign the legality. So and earlier, so in 11i, because if somebody asks you in 11i, the bank works at operating unit, operating unit level. In R12, the banks works at legality level. Okay. That is the main difference. Okay. So here the operating unit means, okay, I have 10 operating units in India, 10 operating units. So then I need to create the same bank, HDFC Bank, for 10 times because in 11i, so if you have 10 operating units, you need to create 10 responsibilities. So Praveen, so did you work on 11 enrollment?
Yeah, sir.
Yeah. So you need to create 10 responsibilities. Okay. So now it is a deleted version, nobody using, just I am just informing you. So just for your knowledge only, I am just informing. But 11 is a deleted version, nobody using right now. And there is no fresh implementation, no support. Even Oracle is not providing support for 11. Okay. So I'm just giving the difference. Okay. So now what we can do is you can just try to update so that the bank works at legal entity level in R12. Okay, so that means that so if it is in operating unit level, I have 10 operating units. Hyderabad, Mumbai, Bangalore. My company is operating in 10 different locations, and then I need to create 10 times the same HDFC bank, even though the bank is same. Because in 11i, so we need to create 10 operating units for 10 responsibilities for 10 operating units. Each operating unit has one responsibility. Okay, and so in R2 it is not like that. You can operate n number of operating units in one responsibility. So that is the major update in 11i. So that is the concept of MOAC. We will discuss that one as well. MOAC, multi-org access control. So based on that, Oracle has sold this R2 software because if it is not there, then no one will move to that. So I observed. So I worked for in 11 long back in 2005 to 2007. So that time, so we know the risk and also the pain of that because I work for GE projects and GE is operating across the world. So and it is operating. For example, I work for a project called GE Healthcare. So it has 150 150 location. It is operating in 150 countries, and that means that we need to have 150 operating 150 responsibilities for AP. In the same way, and for AR 150 responsibilities, and for GL is common, so it's because it's not a module based, it's a ledger only. Okay, so AR and then other response, even FA also it's not it's not like it's legal entity level only. So for example, if a person having 150 AP responsibilities, AR responsibilities, if I need to create some kind of invoices, so it's a kind of a confusion to move one responsibility to other responsibility. Okay, so that's why so Oracle changed it to MOAC, and using the MOAC I can create n number of n number of I can use n number of operating units in one responsibility. So that's why bank works at layering level in R12, because here the thing is that we can use so the same bank for multiple operating units. Okay, so I have the HDFC Bank. I can use this legal entity for all the operating units. Okay, so that means there is no duplication of the job here. Okay, so let me go to for that. So here the setup, and I will show you where the problem is. Then we can provide the security for that. Setup, payment, and bank and bank branches. Okay, click on bank and bank branches, and you will get one web page here. And first, let me create bank, create, and I'm so you need to provide the bank that country name India. Okay, so then bank name. Okay, let me refresh. It's just refreshing. You got it. Okay, so now HDFC Proton underscore HDFC, because maybe so it will be the same name. Some setup should be there. So let me take Proton HDFC, and others are the option only. If you know the alternative bank name, bank number, that's fine. Otherwise, just click on save and next. Yeah. So then click on save and next. Okay, so the branch also you can create here itself, or bank address. Okay, the bank address you can create here itself. So let me create the bank address. Okay, so here let me use India. If you provide this India, then everything will change. So now I'm going to take high tech city. Okay, Hyderabad. So then these are all not mandatory. Telangana. Okay, fine. Click on apply. Yes. So if you have any record problem, anything voice problem, please let me know. Okay, or please chat me. We can discuss on that. Okay, now, so we created the address. Then click on save on next, and then click on finish. Okay, we created the bank. So let me close this one, and let me go for bank and bank branches. Here, click on bank branches, and click on create. So we need to give the country name. So India, and the bank is it's a kind of a Proton HDFC, right? Proton HDFC. So Proton HDFC. So then click on continue. Now we need to create the branch. So I can say Proton HDFC branch. Okay. So these things branch type, okay, chip or script. So these are all related to bank information only. And if you get it, EFT, all these things, that's fine. Otherwise, no issues. It's not a mandatory field. So just click on save and next, and you can create the bank address as well. So the same thing, whatever we created. So country name, select the country name, and at the city branch. Okay, so then Hyderabad. So click on apply, and then click on save and next and finish. Now it's fine. We created the bank and branch. Now close this one, and now I need to create the bank accounts. So click on here. Now you will see that. So why? So the problem, because so in 11i and in other versions you can create directly. Okay, so now it is secure, more secure. Let me create the account. So just click on create. You need to provide all the details. Okay, so India and bank. This one is Proton tab. So okay, you can use the Proton tab. You can get the HDFC branch. Click on continue. So yes, and now bank account owner. Who is the bank account owner here? The company itself. Okay. So I have the company Proton Projects and Consulting Services, and so I have the account. So with the IDBI. Then the bank account owner is my Proton Projects, right? So it's not individual. So if it is a current account, the bank owner is company only. That is legal entity only. Okay. Here we need to get the legal entity, bank account owner. So if you search this one, it's a legal entity. Okay, by default you will get it. So click on go, click on go. So then you will not get it. You will not get it. So here you need to provide some kind of security. Okay, it's a kind of a security. So for that, what we need to do is, so we need to go to system admin access, and you need to provide all the details in user manager. It's a completely change, and it is more secure, very much secure here. Okay, so let us do that one. So please be careful while defining the bank. Now for this one, what we need to do is, you need to close everything. Okay, close the application. We are in operation Proton welcome, right? So now you need to log out and log in with sysadmin and sysadmin. So you need to log in. Okay, so you need to go to sysadmin access, and you need to provide access for legal entity. So let me log out everything here. So you can go for sysadmin. So it's a smaller, it's not a problem. So you can take small letters only. Okay. Sysadmin, then click on login. Sysadmin. That's it. Okay. Click on login. Okay. So now you need to go to the user management. So here user management is there. Click on user management and click on roles and role inheritance. So here you need to take the type as roles and responsibilities and the categories as miscellaneous. And here the name is, so it's a responsibility name. Our responsibility is Proton underscore AP, right? Proton underscore AP, right? And application is payables. Okay, we are creating the bank in payables responsibility payables application. So you can take the name payables, PAYA payables. Then you can select it. Okay, and click on go. No need to give the code. Code you will get automatically. Okay, so now this is the code. Okay, the code. So you no need to go for the code. So if you provide the responsibility, then click on update here. Click on update here and go to security wizards. So you need to give the security. You need to go to security wizards and see this is a cash management. Bank used to work. We used to work the bank at cash management or cash entry. So CE or CM. So run the wizard and here you need to add legal entity. Okay. So once you add the legal entity here, then only you will get there it is. Okay. Proton Consulting Services, our legal entity. So then only we'll get there. Okay. So I can use this bank. I can use this bank grant maintenance. I can use this bank for bank account transfers from one bank to other banks. Okay. If it is not, if it is disabled, then you can't transfer the bank. You can't transfer the accounts or amount from one bank to other bank. So apply and click on apply. So this is the process. Okay. So this process, if you don't follow this process, then you can't create a bank. So it's a security level. So that's why. So no one will create the bank without the proper access. Okay. So because the bank, so main thing is bank deals with money only, right? So then if somebody creates the bank and do the transactions, then so then there will be no security, right? So that's why Oracle has provided this much security in R12. Okay. Okay. Now, so let us go to our login. Proton, welcome, and Proton AAP, and let me start the application and close this one. And here setup payment bank and bank branches, sorry, bank accounts, right? So bank accounts and click on create, and now I need to take India, and this one is Proton, and this one is Proton. Okay, then click on continue, and now you can select the bank account owner. So here the owner is Proton go. You can see that, right? Now you are able to see that. So then payables, I can use this on payables, payroll, receivables, whatever it may be. Okay, I am using this bank for my payables for payment purpose. I am using this bank for my employees salaries purpose. I am using this bank for receipt purpose. Okay, just click on next, and now we need to provide the details, the account name. So I can say that Proton HDFC account. Okay, then account number 123456789. I'm just giving the, okay, so it is test number. Okay, currency is INR currency. Okay, so this is, you can select INR currency. That's it. Okay, then save on next. Okay, and here you need to provide the cash account. Okay, it's a manual account here. You need to provide the cash account. So 10 and the Proton account. You can give the cash account here and department. Hey, you guys are able to hear me, right? So then click on
Yeah,
create.
sir.
Yeah, okay, fine. Thank you. So if you have any issues, then you can chat me. Otherwise, you can put a message or you can call me. Okay. So select.
Sure, sure, sir.
Yeah. Thank you. So now this is a cash account. It's a mandatory account, and others are not a mandatory. Then click on save on next. And here, okay. So you need to provide the organization access as well. Okay. So if you provide, okay, see, you can ask me one more question. Okay, so you are saying legal entity, that's fine. How my legal entity, so how my operating unit can access that one? Okay, you are, the bank is working at legal entity because it is working at company level. But how about my operating unit? Because I have a n number of operating units. How my operating units can access the bank? So for that, Oracle has provided this feature, add organization access. So here, if you are using payables and receivables, so these two, payables, receivables, works. So you can do all these transactions at operating unit level. Okay, but payroll is not like that. Okay, if you select payroll, you will not get operating units. You will get business group. Okay, so any employee is not related to concerned operating. Okay, for example, I am working for Genpact. Okay, Genpact is having 10 locations in India. Okay, so maybe I am working for Hyderabad, but Genpact can transfer me any of their location across the world. Okay, that means that I am not the employee for Hyderabad. I am the employee at global level. Okay, so then I need to work at any time. So even if you see the offer letter, so there is a clause there. So you need to go to any place as per the company policy like that. Okay, so you can't ignore that. Okay, so that means that payroll works at organization level. That means that business group level. It is not like operating unit level or responsibility level. Okay, so let me access for this one. So select it and click on go. You can see that Proton operating unit. That's fine. Okay, just click on continue. I will come back with the payroll as well. Okay, so now the accounts are, we have the cash account. Okay, then click on apply. Fine. So now we are using so Proton operating unit for payroll and payables and receivables. Okay, just click on add organization again, and now I'm using payroll. So here, if you just click on go, I'm not giving anything. Go. So then, so you need to provide so the business group, Proton business group. You can see the business groups only. You can't see operating unit here. Okay, so that Proton business group you need to select and click on continue. Okay, that's fine. Now the payroll works at operate business group level, and payables receivables, they work at operating unit level. Then save on next, and then click on finish. That's it. Now I am done with my account. I am done with my account here. Okay, so now before going to the payments, and here you need to select this account and click on manage payment documents. So here you need to provide the check check numbers. Okay, click on manage payment documents and just click on create here, and we can provide so Proton check. Okay, so then you need to provide the format. The format is the standard format, standard check format. You can go for the standard check format, which is this one. You can go for standard check format, select here, and payment document category is not required. The number I am taking 001 to the last number. I can take some 100 or 1000, whatever. So you can give the document number here, the check. So I can say that Proton check. Here I can say that you can go for Proton payment document. I can give this one. Okay, and here I'm going to use 1 to some 100 or 1000, the check numbers. Okay, fine. So now, so you can do that, and payment document category. So let me check it. So payment document category. Okay, so it's not. Okay, we don't need this one. Okay, so no need this one, and just click on apply. Just click on apply. Click on apply. Okay. So row one error checkbook starting ending. Must be between checkbook start number. Yeah, okay. Okay. Checkbook start number and end number must be between the first available. Okay. So here let me give so 1000. Okay, that's fine. Click on apply. Fine. Because because we are giving 1 to 100 and 1 to 1000 documents, but it's saying that it's both should be the same only. Okay, so now we are done with the bank. Okay, we created the bank, we have the check numbers, and we have the payment administrator. And now, so let us go to the payment. Okay, we have our own invoice as well. Okay, so let me go to the payment side. Okay, for payment, so there are two ways. One is you can go to the payments and you can click on payments. I can do that. Otherwise, you can query the invoice and you can do the payment there as well. Okay. So let me go for payments. Okay. Click on payments. And here you can query the invoice as well. Okay. Just click on find. And I need to check with uh, the invoice number if I have that. Okay. Let me check with the trading partner. Okay. So our trading partner is Proton Supplier, I think, right? So Proton Supplier. So you will get it. So okay, fine. So here the payment date. So let me take the today's date, and the date you entered is not open. Okay. So did you see that? So date is not open. So that means that we need to come back, and go to the periods. Okay. So we have the accounting and control payable periods, and let us open the December because we are in December, right? We need to open the December period here. Okay. So save it. Okay. So then let us go to the entry payments. Okay. So then here, so Proton, this one, and date. So now you will not get this error. Okay. Just click on OK. You will not get it. And payment amount I don't know actually. So let us select that. Okay. So just search it and you have that. So everything, Proton HDF's account, the account number, everything is you will get it. Okay. Okay. Because here the HDF's account is associated with Proton operating unit. So we are in Proton operating unit, right? So now that's why you got it whenever you query. Let me check with Proton banking. So here the document. So you can go for so Google payment process profile. So this is the Proton PP, right? So ours is the Proton PP. The payment process profile is the Proton PP. So then we created that one. Just click on OK. Fine. Now the document number 2. Okay. Starting with the next one. So now everything is selected. Okay. Fine. So there's no need of that. And now what we need to do is, so here, so you can enter and adjust invoices. Okay. Just click on enter and adjust invoices. Now you need to select the invoice number, percentage, select it. Okay. Give the percentage and click on find. Now you will get the data because I think we already created the invoices. This is the invoice we created. Proton 1234. The amount is 10,000. Discount available at 300 because maybe we applied. So the 10 days, maybe 5 days like that. So based on that, so 300 is a discount now. Okay, because we are paying so before 45 days, right? So that's why. So we are getting this discount, 300 discount. Okay. So maybe 3% discount, I think. Okay. Just click on OK. Once you click on OK, you can see that you need to pay 9,700 only because so 300 is a discount here. Fine. Okay. Now save it. Click on save. So you know, right? So you observe, right, how the payment terms, so it is working, because we discussed the payment terms in the previous session. So we created the payment terms. Okay, so the 50%, 30 days, like that. So now we are applying the payment terms here. Okay. So now close this one, and it is done. Okay. So now let me go to the actions. Click on actions and create, and then here we have final post. Okay. So now if you go to final post, then the transactions will be, so the accounting will be processed, and then it will be posted. Okay. So let me go for final. If you go for final, then it will not post, it will be in unposted status. Okay, just click on OK. So then on create accounting program, it will be hello. So you are able to hear me, right? So, okay, so now final, and so there are three things. Okay, draft is accounting will be created, so it will be created in AP. Okay, it will not, the journals will not move to GL. And if it is final, so journals will be moved to GL. Okay, it will be moved to GL, and you can, so it will be in the unpost status. If you select final post, so the journals will be moved to, okay, online accounting could not be created for this transaction. Please submit the create account concurrent program with the report parameters. Okay, so let me check why it is. Okay, so view request, I'm fine. Okay, maybe it is a kind of a problem, payment administrator. So otherwise, let me select this final post, whether it is working fine or not. Okay, online accounting could not be created for this transaction. Please submit the create accounting program with the report parameter set in detail. Okay. Because I think we had created, right? So we had taken standard approval, right, for this. Anyhow, okay. So online accounting could not be created for this transaction.
Sir, we didn't open the periods in GL, sir.
Okay, okay, got it. Correct, correct. Got it. Yeah, correct. So that's why it is not moving. Click on find. Yeah. So we need to let us open the periods in GL. Click on
Yeah.
yeah. That is true. So because already we updated SLA standard accrual method, but work periods are not open. So that's why it is giving error. So let me open the periods, and then we can do that. Because the period is not open, then we are trying to transfer the data to December period. That's why it is failing. Thanks, Praveen, so for your update. Yeah, now it is open, and open close. Let me check. So now it is open. Okay, fine. So let me go to the AP again. Okay, so here I need to go to payments, entry payments, and let me query that. So here the number or amount or operating order. So okay, click on find. Okay. So now click on action and create accounting final post. Click on OK. Now it will work, I think. So still we have the problem. Created, right? There are two things only. If there is a error, this kind of error, two things. One is so SLA, Supply Accounting Method, should be updated, and period should be in open status. Okay, I think our period is also in the open status only. Okay, no issues. Okay, let us done manually. We have that option as well. So we request submit a new request and click on OK. And we have the create accounting. Create accounting. This is a create account. Click on OK. And ledger, our ledger is Proton ledger. Okay. And category. So category no need to mention. Okay, it will pick up everything. And the end date. So let me take the end date as today's date, or I can take tomorrow's date. Okay. So final errors only report. So kind of in detailed report, transfer detail, posts. Okay, we don't need right now. And here what we can do is so general ledger. Okay, so then this should be Proton APJ. Okay, so I want to create in this way Proton AP. So payment J or Proton payment J. So let's go for payment J. Okay, click on OK. Let me submit it. Submit another request. Not it after. So refresh. Okay. So then we will discuss about the period closing. Okay, so the period closing. Okay, so then tomorrow I will come up with the manual setups in AR. Okay, and we have around 15 manual setups in AR, and we have around 10 manual setups in. Okay, let me December 17. Okay, fine. We have around 15 manual setups in AR and around 10 manual setups in FA and around 5 manual setups in cash management. Okay, and other setups. Okay, MOAC like that. Other managed setups you can go for around 5. So that means that around 35 setups. Okay, I'm just saying the setups, not the transactions. Okay, so the setups, so we can complete the setup 35 setups. Okay, that's why I'm saying. Okay, so this is 35. Already we discussed, I think, around 15 to 20 setups. I think. Okay, okay, that's why. So 60 setups are managed setups. Okay, if we learn all the 60 setups, we are able to do that. Then you can implement Oracle application financials. Okay, from end to end. Okay, so and also P2P and OTC cycle. P2P, OTC also, so it's mandatory. Okay. So if you know all these things, okay, I can say around 60 setups. Okay. So then you can implement any client. Okay. Then party setups are optional. Okay. So then we will discuss about. So here in the payment also we are there now. We are giving a single entry. Okay. We have other one as payment manager. How yeah, how the batch process, payment batch process. If it is kind of a 10 kind of payment entries, how you can process. Okay, we will discuss each and everything. So that comes in the party setups. Okay, I'm just segregating both. Okay, now it is failed. Let me check why it is failed. Usually, if we get the error, so then it is so a red color is error and yellow color is a kind of a warning. It is giving some kind of a warning. If you don't get the view output, then you can check view log as well. Okay. So in that case, okay, if you don't find, if you want to find the error, just give the error. Just give error. Okay, unit process in here. Okay, the error here. Okay, I'm not getting a proper information here. So let me click on here. Okay. So here, can I get the error? Okay, no. Let me go to, okay, payment created, payment. Okay, subject accounting was unable to derive an accounting code combination using the account payroll cash clearing account owned by Oracle. Please review that one. Okay, got it. Because we have not updated cash clearing account. Okay, so so this is the issue. Okay, error message. You can see that, right? Error message. So let us copy somewhere and let us check that out. Let me copy. Let me use Notepad. Don't know why it is moving like this. Okay. So here, subject accounting was unable to derive an accounting code combination using the account derivation rule cash accounting owned by Oracle. Please review the accounting derivation rule and make sure it derives a valid accounting flexible combination for the source values passed by for the transaction. Okay, good. So for this, so let us go to bank again. Let us go to the bank because we need to update the cash clearing account there. We didn't update it. So you forget that. So bank account. Okay, bank account. And so let me search the bank account here. And here we can search it. Just click on search button. And it is a kind of a HDFC. Okay, okay, Photon. So that's why I'm taking Photon because you will get quickly. Select it and click on go. You will get it. Okay, so just click on here and you can update. Click on update account and now click on next. Okay, and here click on save on next and you need to provide this account, cash clearing account. Okay, because it is checking that cash clearing account. Okay, checking the cash clearing account. Fine. Select and select. Okay, let me go for save on next. And here we have the operating, right? So here it is kind of a okay. Here also let me provide the cash clearing account. Apply. Here also click on continue. Fine. Let's save on next and finish. Now we are done. So let me check once again with the payments or let me run this program again. So we request, submit any request and click on OK. And here what you have to see is you no need to, so select if you are running the same program, then you can go to the shortcut ways, you can go to the copy and you can select it. Okay, that will be useful. So then no need to provide the parameters once again. Okay, already we have the parameters, you can use the same parameters, click on OK and submit. So that is the easiest way. Okay, if it is the same program, if you are running the same program and you can copy that, you can go to copy and you can do that.
Hello, sir.
Yeah, yeah. Praveen, yeah, tell me, Praveen.
Sir, we can create a number of branches in bank account. After creation of a bank,
Okay, after creation of bank.
HDFC.
Okay.
After that, we can create a number of branches in that for that particular bank also.
Yeah, you can create branches because yeah, you can create the branches. And usually what happens is, so okay, for example, I have the, okay, if you create a bank account, okay, I have the bank account in HDFC, okay, at KPHB, but you can't create one more bank account in one more, because you need to, so you need to transfer, that's it, but you can't create number of branches, I think so. So if you
Okay.
open, okay, if it, in the real-time scenario, okay, I have my company, Proton Company Services. I had opened for account in HDFC. In one, I am saying about one branch. Okay, so then what I can do that I can use the same branch for all of my businesses. Okay, for all of my business, because nowadays online business, right? You can do that, but you can't create each different accounts in different branches, right? For the same legal entity. If you want, you can go for other
Okay.
branch, but you can't create. So you can transfer. You can
Okay.
transfer your account. Got it, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So now it is okay. Now okay, you can see that because I had updated cash clearing account. Now the journal is imported. Because always, if you have any errors, that is also good because you will know that how to fix the error. Because I had fixed the error, right? So because thing is that first I checked with SLA. SLA was good, subject accounting method, which we used to update in Ledger, and then you suggested for period. That is also a good point. And we opened the periods. Still we are getting the issue, so then we check the warning message and we output our view log, and finally we find out that so we don't have the cache clearing account, which is a mandatory kind of a field. Whenever you are going, we are running payment entries. Okay, so now it is fine. So let me go to the GL, go to the GL and click on OK. And here, so journals, post, and click on find. You can see that. Okay, Proton payment JE. Okay, so this is the JE we had given, right. So now search it, select it, and post it. You can post it. Fine. Now we had posted. Okay. So let me go to the period closing. Period closing. So you are okay to continue, or if you want, I can explain tomorrow. So what do you feel?
We can complete it, sir.
Okay. So proton period closing. So okay, tomorrow we'll start with a new kind of a module. Okay, so for period closing, whatever is okay in GL also, if you want to close the period, setup, open, close, and you can just click on fine. Now you can close it. Just close this one. So don't go for permanent close. So Oracle don't suggest for the permanent close. You can close always. You can close the books always. You can close the books. You can close it because I don't have the data in all these areas. So that's why you can close directly all the periods, because usually in the real time what happens is whenever you open, so okay, if you are opening July period, the June period should be in close status. So that is the funda. Okay, so now I'm in December month. Okay, so I want to close all the periods up to the October or December. I will close everything here. Okay, so then let me check. I can't close this one because I have the data in November. So let me check with this. Okay, I had, okay, applied and saved. Okay, now, so just, so it is requesting some, so it is not like that. So okay, so the programs are already submitted. Okay, period closing program backend process is running. Okay, now let me go for AP. Now here I want to close the books. Okay, control payable periods. Okay, and you can close. So February copy and paste, you can do that. It is checking internally. So it is checking whether there is any kind of a pending transactions like that. So then only you can it will move to other kind of things. Especially in AP, what happens is we have the exceptions. Okay, so it's not for other modules, only for the AP exceptions. So that means that, okay, for example, so I am closing November month. So in that I have some pending transactions. So then what you can do is you can run the sweep program. We have the sweep program. You can move November transactions, November transactions to December. Okay, all the pending transactions you can move from November to December using the sweep program, and then you can close November period, and then you can open the December period, and you can clear all the pending transactions in December. Okay, so in AP we have that kind of option. Okay, so in the same way you can close it, and it will check everything. So internally it will check. So whenever you are closing any kind of a book, so internet will check if there is any kind of a pending transactions, automatically the exception will be displayed. Exceptions will be displayed. So then what you need to do is you need to click on the exceptions, and then you need to run the sweep program there. Because here we don't have any pending transactions, that's why we will have smooth run now. Because even in the November month or December month also, we in the November month we have the invoice entry, and the December month we have the payment entry. All the journals are moved to GL, and we don't have any kind of a pending data right now. Okay, so that's why, so it will be smooth run only. It will be smooth run. You can see that. Okay, you don't have any data here. Okay, so even in September as well, we don't have the data. You can close everything. So now we have the data in November. So then it will check it. It will check. Okay. Now save it. Just save it. So everything is saved right now. Okay. If there is any kind of a pending data, so then you can't do that. Okay. You can't. So in that case, what we can do is tomorrow I will create one kind of a invoice. Okay. So you can also check that. So then I am not going to transfer the data to GL. So then how it will be? So we need to let us run the sweep program. How to run the sweep program? We'll explain you tomorrow. Okay. Because we need to have the data. Then only so we can do that. Okay. So let me go to here and yeah. So tomorrow fifth, right? So period closing, AP sweep run. Okay, how to do that? Okay. So then we'll go for AR setups tomorrow. Okay. We'll complete in this week. I am planning to complete AR, FA, and cache management setups and the mandate setups. So then, so next week we can go for the optional setups, and after that, so we can go for implementation, those things. Okay. So let us plan for 3 weeks. So okay. So maybe by end of the December, so we will complete the session. Okay. That's the plan. Let us see how it happens. Yeah, fine. Thanks for joining. I will share this recording. Okay. So once it is converted, maybe you will get by tomorrow because it will take half an hour time to convert.
Okay.
Okay.